Katie, the Pirates came away with the split last weekend, playing really well offensively in a victory over Pacific on Friday night, and then getting a good reminder on Saturday that you just can't take anyone lightly against Linfield. Take us back through how you saw the Pirates play.
Yeah, Friday night was a good match for us. I think it was a hard week leading up to that match. We were dealing with some injuries, and Maddie wasn't able to play for us, and so we were just kind of trying to shift some people around and have people step up in different responsibilities and different roles than maybe they've had to in the past. I think we're leaning heavily on our other outside, Jay, to show up and now become a sixth rotation player, which he hasn't done consistently. And so as we were preparing for this weekend, we really didn't know what to expect. We knew Pacific was maybe going to be our toughest opponent, so I think we were really kind of focused in and prepared to give them our very best, and I think we did that on Friday. I was really proud of how our team came together and rallied, and I thought all of our girls kind of stepped up and played to their highest level. And then kind of taking that into Saturday, I think there was just a little bit of kind of an overlook or maybe just assuming that we were going to play at that same level again on Saturday, that everything was going to go our way and it was going to be easy. And of course, it never is. There's never any guarantees, and winning is hard, and you have to go out there and you have to earn your wins every single night. And we just weren't in the right mind space to do that. We weren't prepared to win, and I feel like Linfield outworked us. I just don't think we played as hard as we could have, unfortunately, and so we got a great reminder of what the results of an average performance look like, and that usually means you do not get the win. And it was very humbling and hopefully a good learning experience, and we can kind of look back and reflect. And obviously we're still in a good spot. We're still tied for first and playing the team this coming weekend that we're tied against, UPS, so we kind of still control our own destiny, if you will, but we definitely have to learn from that and show up every single night and compete.
Kind of along those same lines, when you have a team like this one, is the challenge really not the team on the other side of the net, but you're in a sense competing against yourself and trying to find that level of play that you as a coach know this team is capable of on a more consistent basis, on an every night out kind of basis.
Yeah.
And as a coach, how do you challenge a team to elevate to that level night in and night out?
Yeah, it is challenging, and I think we talk a lot about our opponents. I think this type of team are very motivated in trying to shut down or disrupt what the other team is doing. And for us, when we're playing really tough defensively and we're blocking well and we're getting good first contacts and scoring out of our defense, then that usually means we're playing at a high level. So we try to keep our conversation centered on, hey, our opponents are really tough. We need to do, these certain things to shut them down. But at the end of the day, it very much is about our play on our side of the net and what we can control. And I think a lot of the plays that we saw on Saturday were plays that were within our control. It wasn't necessarily Linfield earning points, although they did do some really great things. It was us just not playing to our standards and to our level and what we're capable of. And so, yeah, that is the challenge, to continue to keep them motivated and to keep them humble and to keep them wanting more and to continue to want to get better and not just be content and satisfied. And it's easy to say that, and it's another thing to actually believe that.
You talked about tough opponents. We're going to see that this coming weekend when we have Pacific Lutheran and Puget Sound starting the second half of conference play.
Yeah.
PLU back to full strength. They were not when we played them the first time, and Puget Sound, obviously, the team we're tied for first place with. So in what ways are they different than when we saw them the first time, and what kind of different challenges will they present?
PLU will have both of their medals back, and those are medals that they had last year, so returners, upperclassmen with a lot of experience. A lot of our girls have played against those medals, and they just bring a lot of steadiness to their team, obviously a lot more offensive weapons than they had previously when we played them at the beginning of the season. I think they're solid blockers, and they're going to get the ball a lot more. So what that means for us is we have to be able to defend the middle attack. They're going to be offensively stronger in a way where they can kind of earn their kills and earn their points. And we didn't get to see that as much. And they also have a couple of other good hitters. Their outsides, their right side, and we've really struggled defending the right side attack as well. And then regarding UPS, you know, they're still playing really solid. They have their same players on the court, kind of very much in the same position as we are, maybe suffered a loss or two that was unexpected, but I think they're very much still motivated and hungry and know that if they come in and they beat us, they now have that first place all to themselves. And so, yeah, it's going to be a battle.